Okay, Jaffna Hindi College paper, first term paper, science. Underline the most suitable answers. Here, first question. To which group does Cycas belongs? To which group does Cycas belongs? So, all the plants can be divided into two. First one, flowering plant and non-flowering plant. Flowering, non-flowering plant, there are some non-flowering plant we have to remember. Salvinia, Fans, Drinaria, Moss, Cycas and Cypress. You have to remember Salvinia, Ferns, Drinaria, Moss, Cycas and Cypress. So, Cycas is a non-flowering plant. Cycas is a non-flowering plant. You have to remember, there's a shortcut to remember. Salman Fathers, Dr. Mother, Cycle Seminar. So these come under the non-flowering plant. So a plant having storage roots. So beetle has climbing roots. Sugarcane has storage stem, and pandanus still root. Sweet potato, storage root. So storage root presents in the carrot, beet, manioc, and sweet potato. So answer is a sweet potato. Pandanus, still root. Then let's move question number 3. What property of water is used to make drinks? There are 3 property of water we have to remember. Water is a solvent, water is a coolant, water is a medium of life. So these are the 3 properties of life you have to remember. So in coolant we use water in order to cool the energy in the radiator. As a solvent, we use water as a solvent to make drinks and dissolve salt and dissolve acid in water to prepare battery acids and dissolve medicines. So water we act as a solvent to make drinks. So medium of property, if we take medium of property, habitat, fish lives in water and water helps to digestion in human and excretion in human. For example, urinations. Water dissolves urea and removed from our bodies. So let's move. Fourth question. A feature of monocotyledons plants. So monocot plants. Example for monocot, coconut. You have to remember monocot is a coconut. Coconut is a monocot. So if you take the coconut plant, it has a fibrous root systems and parallel venations, not radiculate venations. Monocot plant has a parallel venations and branch system. No branch. So this statement is wrong. Reticulate venation, it shows parallel venation. Coconut shows parallel venation. And branched systems, no, unbranched. Coconut has unbranched. Coconut has unbranched. And flower petals 4 or 5. No, coconut flower has 3 petals. Because of that we say trimerous plant. So here answer is fibrous root system. So fibrous root systems. The positive terminal of the simple cells. Simple cells. This is the simple cells. We get electricity from the simple cells. So we use dilute sulfuric acids and zinc plates and copper plates. Here zinc plate is a negative terminal, copper plate is the positive terminal. So positive terminal of simple cell is copper Then tell me, what about the dry cells? What is the positive terminal of dry cells? What is the positive terminal of dry cells? It's the carbon rod. In the dry cells, zinc seed is the negative. Zinc container is the negative terminal in the dry cells. In the dry cell, positive terminal is carbon rod, negative terminal is zinc container. But in the simple cells, positive terminal is copper sheet and negative terminal is zinc sheet. Let's move the question number 6. What is the method of dispersal of given seeds? So in this, there are 3 methods of seed dispersal. First one is by wind, by water, by animals, and fourth method is by explosive mechanisms. So by wind, cotton, eruku or wara, enne or hora, tanaku or gammaru. So here in this plant we can see it has wings. So these wings helps to disperse seeds by winds. So seed dispersed by animals, example tomato, pepper, chili, castors, pulinagam. Those seeds are dispersed by animals. And by water, arecanut, coconut, kottamba, kulitti or diakat or lotus. Those seeds dispersed by waters. Question number 7. The symbol of electronic component that's shown in the figure. This is the capacitors. This is the figure shows in the capacitors. The function of capacitor. This is the bulb. This is the bulb, symbol of bulb. This is symbol of diode. This is symbol of dry cells. This is symbol of capacitors. Which group contains warm blood animals? Which group contains warm blood animals? So only the birds and mammals contain warm blood animals. So warm blood animals mean their body temperature does not change. So that means body temperature remains constant. If you go wherever, the body temperature remains constant. So body temperature of mammals, body temperature of birds does not change. So here, fish, their body temperature change because they are not mammals and they are not mammals. They are not. Okay, which group contain warm blood animal? So warm blood animal, birds and mammals contain warm blood animal. So warm blood animals mean their body temperature remain constant. That means will not increase or will not decrease. Remain as a constant. Human body temperature 37 degrees Celsius. Likewise, birds body temperature 40 degrees Celsius. So their body temperature remains constant. So other animals body temperature will change according to the environment. If you take the fish, their body temperature will change according to the environmental temperature. Snake, reptiles, their body temperature change. Toad, amphibia, their body temperature change. Parrot, birds, their body temperature does not change. But mammals, their body temperature does not change. So answer will be third one. Snake also reptile, their body temperature will change according to the environmental temperature. So let's move to question number 9. Which of the above is the compound leaves? Compound leaves. that made of small leaves. That means leaf blade divided into small parts. So example here, leaflets: tamarind, curry leaves, neem, agatti. Those are the example for tamarind and example for compound leaves. So small leaves of the compound leaves is known as leaflets. Answer would be B. This is the answer. A, C, D are simple leaves. Only B compound leaves. So question number 10. The scientist who first carried out the experiment on lightning. The answer is Benjamin Franklin. William Gilbert says that small things will attracted, light things attracted by charged object. And Michael Faraday explained about electromagnetic induction. Electromagnetic induction explained by Michael Faraday. Then go to this question. A generation of electricity is conducted when magnetic field is cutting with the conductor. So when cut the magnetic field by using the conductor, electricity will generated on the conductor. This is the electromagnetic induction. Electromagnetic induction explained by Michael Faraday. Then gold leaf electroscope is an equipment used to identify static electrical charges. And main function of androsium is production of polons. Stated unit to measure electric current is farad. So standard unit to measure electric current. Electric current, not a farad. Electric current is ampere. So electric current is measured by ampere, but charge measured by farad. The juice in the sugar can contain sucrose. Sugar contains sucrose. Sucrose is highly dissolved in the water. Mark tick if this statement is correct. So electrostatic charges are generated on the surfaces when they erupt. Yes, charges always present on the surfaces when they erupt. This is correct. Urea is formed in the kidney. Wrong. Urea formed in the liver, not in the kidney. The anther is a part of androsium. Androsium is the male part of the flower. It contains anther and filament. So anther is a part of androsium. Is correct. Anther has two parts. So androsium has male part. Androsium is the male part of the flower. It contains anther and filament. Anther and filament. So if you take the androsium, it look like a lollipop. This part is known as the anther. This part is known as the filament. Sometime in examination they will ask to draw and label. So in efficiency of dynamo can be increased by increasing number of turns of the coil. So when increase the number of turns, we can increase the electricity. So this is correct. Radio is the equipment that can store electrical charges. No, here we have to think about store electrical charges, but static electrical charges used in the photocopy machine, radio, TV. So that is the equipment. But store electrical charges, it will not straw. So here this is the wrong. This is wrong because straw electrical charges by capacitor. Only capacitor can store statistical electrical charges. Then let's go to the part 2. This is the part of the flowers, and we have to find out the A, C, and F. A is the stigma, like a sticker. Pollen will stick on the stigma. So A is stigma. Then the stigma continuously come as a style, and this style terminate in the ovary. So here F is ovary, C is style. The part A, C, and F belongs to female part of the flower. Female part of the flower is known as the gynoecium. Then, which part of the flower becomes a fruit after pollination? After pollination, ovary becomes a fruits. Give the function of part D. This is petals. What is the function of the petals? Function of the petal, attract insect for pollination. And what letter denoted the anther? Anther flamen, male part of the flower. This is the B. This is the B. B is the male part of the flower, that is anther. So denoted by B. Let's go to this one. Given below shows the pictures of fruits and seeds collected by the group of students. So these are the some seeds. This is P1 is the Pulinagam, Q is the Ennai, that is dispersed by the wind, Ennai or Hora. This is R, R dispersed by the water, Kotamba, and S, S dispersed by the animal. It's like when the appearances look like as seeds, no, the insect, because of the birds will take these seeds of almanac. They will take and it will disperse from the castor. This is the castor. It will taken by the animals. So let's go. Use the factor that can to disperse. There are 4 factors dispersal. We actually know that the seed dispersal method. There are 4 seed dispersal method: by animal, by wind, by water, by explosive mechanisms. So within that, P method is by animals. These hooks helps to disperse by the animals, and these wings helps to disperse by the wind. So these seeds helps to disperse by the water. And S, if you go to the S, it dispersed by the animals. So P animal, Q wind, R water, S also wind. Then give the adaptation of Q for dispersal of seed. Q, what is present here? Wings, like this wings present, it helps to disperse by the wind. And give the advantage of dispersal of seeds. Why seed dispersal is important? To minimize the competition. So every plants can live in the same place. It will be competition, no? For the water and for the minerals there will be a competition. So in order to minimize the competition, they disperse it from one place to another place. So minimize the competition. That is a main advantage. Then move the question number 2. Give below is an activity carried out in the laboratory on static electric charges. Answer the following questions based on it. Ebonite rod. Here glass rod. here glass rod and glass rod. So here, what is the type of static electric charges on glass rod rubbed with the silk? So glass rod will charged positive charge. Glass rod positive charge. Ebonite rod negative charge. Consider above instances A and B. Which instances there will be attraction and repulsion occurs between rods? Here ebonite and glass rod, opposite charges, they attract each other, so there will be attraction in A. Here B, same charges, they repel each other's. Glass rod positive charge, this glass rod also positive charge, positive and positive repel each other, so repels each other. Write the reason for attraction and repulsion. Attraction, different charges, positive charge and negative charge attract each other. So reason is attraction and repulsion. Main reason is charges. For the attraction, different charges, attraction, and same charges, repulsion. Like charges, repulsion. Unlike charges, attraction. The diagram below shows equipment that generate electricity. What is the name given to the equipment that generate electricity? Source of electricity. Source of electricity. Source of electricity means things that generate electricity is known as the source of electricity. Name the equipment source A, B, C and D. A, button cells. B, dynamo. C, alkali cells. D, lead acid accumulator. Which equipment generate electricity by moving? So moving magnet. Here the dynamo produce electricity by moving magnet, and other cells buttons A, B, A, C, D, S are produce electricity by chemical changes. So another thing we have to remember, when is there any magnet, that source of electricity produce alternative current, AC current. So other thing will produce DC current. Which equipment generate electricity by moving? So dynamo. Dynamo, when we move the cycle, we get electricity from the dynamo. By rotating turbine, we get electricity from dynamo. Which type of current is produced by equipment? C. Here DC current. Sorry, here C, produce DC current, not AC current, DC current, because there is no magnet. If it is magnet, then only AC current will produce. So in the C, alkali cells, they produce direct current. Name the material that found in the equipment A. A is button cells. What is present? Mercury and lithium. In the button cells, mercury and lithium is present. Give an equipment that generate electricity that is not shown in the diagram. So here solar cell is not present. Solar cell also one of the source of electricity. So solar cell, so solar panel is the answers. Which element is used to manufacturing above mentioned equipment? Solar cell. So in order to produce solar cell, silicon element is used to produce solar cell. So we can get the silicon element from the soil. Our soil contains much amount of silicon element. By using this silicon element, we can produce solar cell. Not only the solar cells, most of the electronic parts, such as transistors, ICs. That's why we say Microsoft is a Silicon Valley. Then we use several substances at home for day-to-day activities. So classify above as acid, base and neutral substances and complete the table. Acid, vinegar and pineapple juice. Acid, soap, base, baking soda or base. Distilled water and sugar solution, neutral substance. Give a feature of acetic substance. Acetic substance feature is sour taste, basic, soapy nature. Soapy nature is the nature of base, slippery or soapy nature. Give the basic substance used in the base substance used in the laboratory. Sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide are base substance present in the science lab. And hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acids, those are the acidic substance present in the science lab. And distilled water and ethanol, neutral substance present in the science lab. So which substance used to treat bee sting? B means bee, base. What is the first letter of base? B. So bee sting contain. So in order to treat, we use base because B is acid. In order to neutralize that, we have to put base such as lime water. We can apply in order to neutralize the bee stings. Wasp stings, we have to apply tamarind acid. If it is in order to remove the pain, of wasp sting, we have to apply tamarind acid. But for the bee, in order to remove the pain of bee stings, we have to apply lime water. So any base substance in order to neutralize the acidics. Here sodium hydroxide and phenolphthalein. So sodium hydroxide is a base substance. Phenolphthalein is an indicator. So when add the phenolphthalein into sodium hydroxide, phenolphthalein change into pink. Generally phenolphthalein is the colorless. So when add phenolphthalein into sodium hydroxide, the color changes a pink. What substance acts as an indicator? Here phenolphthalein is the indicator. Indicator means substance which changes the shows one color in acids and another color in base. It's known as the indicator. So here phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein is the indicator to identify the sodium hydroxide, whether it is base or acid. Which substance is taken to treating gastritis? So gastritis, main reason for gastritis, the hydrochloric acid is present in the stomach. So in order to neutralize, we use milk of magnesia. It's a base. Milk of magnesia is a base. So which is the universal indicator in the laboratory? pH paper. pH paper. Fourth question. Given below are some organisms were observed by the student in the field visits. The ability of organism adapted to their environment is known as adaptation. Ability of organism adapt to environment is known as adaptation. Blending body color with a particular environment, camouflage. What is the structural adaptations of fish? Streamlined body shape. Not only the fish, birds also have streamlined body shape in order to minimize the resistance made by air. And for the fish, in order to minimize the resistance made by the water. So commonly we say efficiency in efficient locomotion. The streamlined body shape helps for efficient locomotion. So then we have to classify vertebrate and invertebrate. Vertebrates mean animals with a backbone. Invertebrate without backbone. If it is a bones, actually it contains backbone. So here we no need to write the actual name. If it is letter is present, we have to write the letter. Vertebrates, B, D, F. B, I think B is a snake, I think so. B, D, F. These three are vertebrates. Fish and bat contain backbones. Because of that, included into vertebrate. Invertebrates, animals without backbone. Prawn, snails, and butterfly without backbones. So their letter is A, C, and E. Don't write their names. If it is given letters, you have to mention the letters. Which animal shows camouflage? Camouflage means change, blending of body color with the environment. E. Butterfly. Given benefit of the camouflage to protect from predators. Example, deer. Deer. Difficult to identify these from the background. And to catch prey. Examples, leopard. Leopard. Difficult to identify leopard from the background. So that they hide on the forest and catch their prey. So in order to catch the prey, camouflage helps. Likewise, in order to protect from predators, camouflage helps. Predators means they catch the animal which catch the prey. For example, rabbit eaten by leopard. Leopard is a predator. Rabbit is prey. Complete the blanks given dichotomous key. Parrot, earthworm, fish, snail, and snake. Butterfly. Here, presence of legs, then absence of legs. Presence of legs, parrot and butterfly. Absence of legs, earthworm, fish, snail, and snakes. So parrot and butterfly can be divided based on the beak or any. So divide the presence of beak. Presence of beak, we can presence of beak, parrot. Absence of beak, butterfly. Then absence of cells, no shells, fish and snake, but only presence of cells, snail. Snail cells, outer cells in their body. So fish and snake can be divided based on the fins. Fish has fins, snake does not have fins. So fish, presence of fin, fish. So absence of fins, snakes. So let's move the question number 5. This diagram shows a setup arranged in a laboratory. This is a simple cells. Simple cells used to produce electricity. Name the setup shown in here. Simple cells. Identify the terminals of setups. Positive terminal is a copper. Negative terminal is a zinc. These are the terminals. Then what is the positive terminal of this setup? Positive terminal is copper. Copper is the positive terminal. Write two observations that can be seen in the above arrangement. So when bulbs light up and bubbles can be seen on the copper plate. And another things we can observe that the system will warm up because of the chemical reaction. So these are bulb light up, bubbles around the terminals, and zinc dissolves. This zinc plate will dissolve and this system will heat up. These are the observations. So within that we have to write only 2. What is the solution taken in the vessels? So here we have to take dilute sulfuric acid. Due to weakness of the cell type. Above cell type. Cannot get much electricity and cannot bring one place to another place. Cannot get electricity for long time. These are the weakness of these simple cells. Name the setup constructed using the several cells. When several symbol cells, when connected, we call it a battery. Thank you so much.